Years of unchecked air pollution may have harmed the health of neighbors living near a Twin Cities plant.
For the first time today, the health department said chemical emissions from Water Gremlin may have increased the risk of cancers and birth defects in the White Bear Township community. WCCO's Jennifer Merrily has been investigating problems at the plant for years. She is here now with what concerned families need to know. Jen?
Well, Amelia, the State Department of Health releases 89-page public health assessment today. What it really boils down to is exposure to a now banned chemical called TCE. Water Gremlin released it at excessive levels for more than 15 years, which may have harmed the public's health. Health officials telling the community air emissions released at this White Bear Township manufacturing plant may have increased their risk of some cancers, other medical issues, and heart defects in babies.
It's liberating to hear it. It doesn't leave us with much consolation.
Paige Stevens lives with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, one of the cancers named a potential health effect from Water Gremlin's prior TCE emissions.
At least we have the potential for some answers as to why my health and the health of so many people in this community have suffered.
Sherry Smith is part of the Neighborhood Concerned Citizens Group. They've been steadfast in pushing for answers about the health impact.
There's plenty in there to substantiate what we believed all along was happening.
She says while this is validating, it brings new worries.
I think about the fact that cancer doesn't show up the next day after you've been exposed. I worry about myself. I worry about my children.
And there's a potential health risk for the employees that work here too. The assessment found air inside Water Gremlin may be harming their health, and lead exposure may have harmed their health and their families. Jim Kelly is with the Minnesota Department of Health.
It's very clear that these exposures rose to the point where they could have impacted people's health, and that's not okay. It's not right.
Water Gremlin told WCCO in part they have worked to address the issues in the report and said the safety of workers and the community is their top priority.
I don't think we can ever let our watch down.
All I can say is shame on you, Water Gremlin.
The health department says there is no need to immediately see a doctor if you live near the plant, but it's a good idea to mention at your next appointment. For most current and former neighbors, MDH found chemical exposure may be too low to cause problems. The state could review the community's cancer risk again when more time has passed since the worst of the air pollution. Amelia.
All right, Jennifer, thank you. There's also a public comment period so that community concerns can be raised and documented. We have more on that and our years-long investigation into Water Gremlin at WCCO.com.